There's like a 5S and stuff. Is there a 5C? Is that a thing?
Yeah, that was like a...
Okay, so I'm at the Batman vs. Superman movie right now, and I was a lot more excited for this movie before everybody in a thread told me how much it sucked balls. I'm gonna go with, I think, this is my prediction, I think that it's gonna be good for the first half of the movie, maybe. I think there'll be some conflicts between the main Batman dude and the main Superman guy that I'll enjoy. And then I think that, what's his name, the director guy, is gonna just screw it up with CGI bullshit for the rest of the way, and it's gonna be quickly thrown together in a rush, and it's gonna suck balls. I'm
There's,
not
like, so many
really
different
digging how
things.
far away from the screen we are. Like, that's like super far away. Like, this is just not okay. Is there any way we can get closer?
No, there's zero way. This is how it happens.
We can drink up here and order food.
Oh, okay, I guess I'm okay. And plus, I heard the movie's gonna suck anyway, so whatever. Alright, hey folks, this is Internet Movie Show, and today we're going to be discussing Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice. Okay, Chris, tell me what you thought of the movie. We just saw it last night.
Well, firstly, it's not like I want this movie to be terrible, because I have been really harping on how bad this was going to be since Zack Snyder was announced to be the director. But I want to clarify that it's not like I want these to be bad movies. I would love for them to actually be good movies, but we need to know and accept that you're not going to get that when you keep doing things like hiring Zack Snyder to make your movies.
Even though
Even
though he did 300 and
300 was just a 90-minute fight
Dawn
scene.
of the Dead.
300
And that
was
was
just
a
a
decade
90-minute
ago.
fight scene that just piggybacked on an already well-written story.
Okay.
Frank Miller. Dawn of the Dead was written by James Gunn. That's why it was good. But it also was... I mean, it wasn't great. That's not a masterpiece.
I remember loving it when it came out.
Right, but we were younger.
Yeah.
You motherfucker, get up and
it's
get
fine.
down with sickness.
He's just terrible. Zack Snyder's just terrible. He's just terrible. If you hire him to make your movie, you get a bad movie and you deserve what you get. But this is going to be a major tentpole movie. This was going to establish the entire DC cinematic universe. So that's why giving him this job was such a misstep and such a fatal, fatal error. And now we get what we get. A complete piece of garbage. This is a terrible, terrible movie.
Yeah.
It's really, really terrible. And in ways that were hard to predict.
Yeah. Did everything disappoint you? Did the performance by Ben Affleck playing Bruce Wayne disappoint you? Was that disappointing? Because I actually thought that was not a bad performance, and I was a little bit bummed. I felt like he got kind of shafted in this movie.
I think all the performances in it are not good, but I don't think that's necessarily the fault of the actors. It more has to do with who was in charge, the director, Zack Snyder.
Yeah.
Making the decisions of, say it very blandly like that, and I'll just sit back and shoot it in a very boring way. It was 2.5 hours long, and it was the most boring movie on earth.
And let's be clear, we're just desperately scraping at the walls to
For
find
anything,
anything
yeah.
good we can say
Something
about this
nice to
movie.
say about
it. It's not good. Jesse Eisenberg, I have a physical aversion to him. I'm allergic to Jesse Eisenberg. He's so obnoxious. He's so bad. And in this movie, his Lex Luthor, it's a new take. Nobody's done Lex Luthor this way before.
Yeah.
But kind of there's a good reason why they haven't done Lex Luthor this way before. He's trying, as a person, Jesse Eisenberg really seems like he's trying to capture that old Woody Allen intentionally neurotic
little too
magic.
eccentric.
He's just terrible. But to take it back really quick, what I was
Yeah.
going to talk about is Ben Affleck. Like, of course, when Ben Affleck was announced to be Batman, holy smokes, that was a major, like, you know, controversy. Everybody's all upset about
Because
Ben Affleck.
any Batman usually is.
Right, but also because Ben Affleck had a bad reputation.
And he already did
nobody liked him.
Daredevil.
He did Daredevil. That was terrible. So is Ben Affleck as bad as we were afraid he could be? I mean, really, at this point, like, it's hard to find illustrations to describe this that aren't really crude and gross, but it's like, when everything is already just so rancid and filthy with like dog shit, like, is a fart that bad? Like, it doesn't matter.
One of the biggest
It
things...
doesn't matter how bad he is. The movie's just so
Yeah,
terrible.
The movie didn't give him anything to really do anyways. Zack
This
Snyder
thing's-
didn't, the writing didn't.
Spent so much time trying to like build pathos, but like you're never gonna get good character development out of someone who fundamentally doesn't understand character development. Like, it's not gonna happen. Like, so I feel like what happened with this movie was Zack Snyder wanted to overcompensate because he gets criticized so often for being all about like style and no substance. So he thought what he would do is, okay, I'll pull way back. I'll have all the superhero stuff like really reserved and keep it close to the chest, you know, and then
That's
way
why we got all those lame
yeah.
Superman
So then
and
you have
Lois
this giant chunk of
scenes.
just boring garbage that has nothing in it.
Yeah.
Nothing. And then he crams everything into the end, and it's just such a overdose.
It was rushed.
Train wreck.
It was rushed
Such-
and...
And there's so many storylines he tries to tell in that last act that could have just been their own movie.
And
like
the
5
feeling,
movies down the road.
the ending was the same feeling I got from the other Superman movie, which is big stupid CGI monster comes up, and everybody's got a battle, which is one of the things that Hollywood's doing in a lot of movies nowadays. Is the ending is a big giant battle against a CGI monster, and that's one of the things that's been frustrating for me.
I say we spoiler alert the shit out of this.
Oh yeah,
If you have a problem with
spoiler alert for
spoiler
sure.
alerts, here's your spoiler-free review. This movie is garbage. Spoilers commence now. The movie ends with Superman's death. And why? Do they actually think for like a split second that anyone in the world thinks Superman is really dead? Because nobody does. And he's pretty much not dead by the end of the movie anyway, because there's like a close-up of his coffin with little pebbles of dirt that start to rise, like Superman magic is going down in there somehow. So it's like, why did we waste the death of Superman storyline on the final 4 minutes, or however long it ended up being, of Batman vs. Superman?
And also to kill the big stupid CGI
What
monster.
an incredible waste. I'm watching Daredevil Season 2, the Netflix show right now. I was watching it before they got here. And there's a scene where Punisher has Daredevil like tied up on a roof, and I don't know how long it goes, 10 minutes or something, and it's just like dialogue between Daredevil and the Punisher. And I can't state enough how much better that is than Batman vs. Superman. So much higher quality than what you see in the entirety of Batman vs. Superman. And this is just what they get, man. Like, let's not keep doing things that are obviously stupid. Let's just keep giving, the most important job in the DC Warner Brothers catalog to Zack Snyder. Why do we let this happen?
Yeah, it'd be nice to give somebody else a chance.
I don't know if he's still on the slate for this or what, but a while back, James Wan got announced to do Aquaman. That actually could be awesome. Aquaman sucks, you guys. Everyone knows Aquaman sucks. And an Aquaman movie is going to be really, really hard to make. For instance, how are you going to have him talking underwater? Just bubbly voices? How's that going to work?
They'll 300 CG slow motion with
Yeah.
fans and stuff
See,
like
that's
that.
going to
the whole
suck,
time.
but it still might be good, because James Wan is good. James Wan is actually good. So me thinking right now, Aquaman totally sucks. Really hard to tell a good Aquaman story. Much, much easier to tell Batman and Superman stories, and yet Aquaman by James Wan sounds way better.
The title of the movie, Batman vs. Superman, it starts out, and it's kind of starts off as more of it's just a Batman movie that has Superman in it, but then they start adding all the characters, and then it becomes a big origin story for 6 characters.
It was
basically.
rushed, basically.
Yeah.
And they
It's
even tried to rush in Lewis's scenes with Superman and make
Lois?
something out of... Lois, sorry. Make something out of
Superman's
nothing.
girlfriend, Lois Lane.
Yeah, Lois Lane.
Apparently the Flash comes back in time to talk to Bruce at one point, but he just looks like
that's what that was.
scrawny nerd dressed in an antiquated scuba diver outfit.
Yeah.
But the craziest thing about that is Batman wakes up from a nightmare that's basically a throwback to Sucker Punch, which is just hell on earth. And he wakes up and the Flash is coming through time and telling him you were right about him. Whoa, am I too soon? I came back too far. And then he's gone. Done. Never talked about it again. Batman must just be like, huh, all right.
That was weird.
And he just goes about his day. Like, you never hear about it again. I feel like a good story, he should be like, well, gee, I wonder what that weird phantasm from beyond space and time was talking to me about when I woke up in my office. You know, that swirling lightning vortex that appeared in my office? What was that? But no, nothing. Absolutely nothing. That was incredible. And then also major plot point hinges on the fact that Batman and Superman their mom has the same name.
That was
That's incredible.
awful.
Yeah,
That's
bad.
incredible. Well, Batman's about to impale Superman.
Martha.
Yeah, and Superman's like, you can save Martha. Which, if someone was going to kill my mom and I was talking to a stranger, I probably wouldn't be like, you can save Sherry. Like, he doesn't know who my mom's name is. I probably, even if I was dazed, I would just say, my mom or something. But no, for some reason, Superman says Martha. And Batman's like, what? So, like...
It's lazy ass writing like that.
It's
like written by a 12-year-old.
It's basically the scene in Step Brothers where they're like, John Stamos, did we just become best friends? Yup. Like, that's how it is. It's like, what? Your mom's name's Martha too? I was absolutely in mid-thrust to murder you and now we're BFFs. I'll go risk my life to save your mom.
Yeah.
Like,
it's
unthinkably stupid.
It's writing like that. There was that, and there was also the scene where Lex Luthor goes down into the weird spaceship with the flooded spaceship.
Yeah.
And he was like, I want to genetically mutate this thing or whatever.
Oh, and he uses that guy's body.
The computer
from the first
says,
Superman.
The Supreme Council does not allow such things. You're like, where is the Supreme Council? Like, they're all dead. And then he goes, well, let's do it then. And it goes, okay.
Yeah.
Like, it just, like,
Really,
there was
really
no...
bad.
that whole conversation
Really, really bad.
at that point was not even necessary.
Plus, you really don't even know what he's talking about. He's talking about some ancient Kryptonian deformity. I guess that's Doomsday or something, but, oh, wow, it's really stupid. Wonder Woman's really terrible. That's another thing everyone keeps talking about, how great Wonder Woman is. No, she's not. She's terrible.
I didn't care for Wonder Woman at all.
He got a lot of slack for casting that actress because she's never done anything really. I guess she was like in one of the Fast and the Furious movies or something. But really, Zack Snyder chose her because she was hot.
Well,
and people are like, "Isn't Wonder Woman supposed to be kind of like a stronger looking woman?" And she's this wispy little frail thing. And it's like, okay, well, we're supposed to do like the anti-body shaming thing goes both directions thing at the same time, but. This was a deliberate attempt to just cast the hottest chick you could find, whether or not she could do a good job. She's miscast. Not terribly. Like, if that was the only,
worse.
if that was the only thing
that's
wrong
kind of
with
where
the
I'm
movie,
at. Is
it'd
I
be
feel like
fine.
if that, I just don't feel like she should have been in the movie. Wonder Woman should have never been in that movie.
Well, they're
to begin
planning
with.
on having a Wonder Woman movie anyways, right?
Oh yeah.
Their
sure.
own?
Well, I don't know if it's going to happen really now. Well, okay, I think because now everyone is saying Wonder Woman's one of the only thing that works well, we'll probably get that.
What it seems like is that Marvel has all these movies come. They had like Iron Man, Thor, Incredible Hulk, all the other ones. Yeah, Captain America, all that stuff. They had that.
Yeah.
And then after like 6 of those separate independent movies, they had the Avengers get started. And that's been going on for like years and years now. And it seems like DC was just like, well, this Avengers shit is blowing up. We need to just get on making a group superhero for the DC thing. We need to do it right now. So just scoop all these guys up into one movie. Let's do it real quick. Instead of just having the solo Batman movie, the solo this movie, actually building on the characters and everything like that, then joining up. And it would seem less forced
Thrown together.
and thrown together.
Yeah, they don't have the patience.
So,
But, I mean, it's lack
okay.
of foresight too, because if you just like do it right and do it like one movie at a time, you're releasing more movies, more money, right?
Instead of having a failure.
Right, it makes sense, but they just have the foresight of a dog. Corey, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Go ahead.
So, well, out of a scale from 1 to 10, what did you think? What was your thought?
This is a 2.
Okay, a 2.
2 or 3.
Okay, I actually would rate it a little bit higher than you guys at a 5. for reasons I won't. I mean, I guess I could go into it. I think that some of the shots were really amazing. I think some of the costumes. I liked how Batman's had different costumes in different parts of the movie.
That was cool.
I liked
and
that.
I was excited.
Like Desert Batman.
That is one of the things that made me excited.
So, and I really feel like giving it a 2
ruined it.
is like I mean, trust me, I've seen 2 movies. I don't feel like this is a 2 movie. So overall consensus is I give it a 5. Average looks like it's a 3 from all 3 of us. So
Pretty much it blows.
A 3 out of a 10.
It
The
blows
movie
so
blows.
bad.
That's the movie review.
If you like this movie, it's because you want to so bad.
Yeah,
and
you're really
ignoring
trying.
it. You're really
And
trying.
you're
And there's a lot of
ignoring
them. There's a lot of people like that. You just want it to be good. So bad. And I'm sorry for you. I really am. I'm very sorry. I wish
And
you had
there's
a good
not
movie,
enough
but you
action in
don't.
this movie. I mean, as far as like Batman beating the crap out of people, and if there is, it's all yeah.
It's all shoehorned in at the end.
Yeah, it's all.
It's terrible. Sorry, everybody. Maybe the next movie will be better, or the next movie
If
we
they
review.
make another one.
They'll do the Batman ones. But anyway, maybe the next movie we review, some of us might like better.
Or we'll all have difference of opinion, which would be kind of fun to watch.
Yeah.
But right now, we're all kind of on the same page.
Anyway, all right. I think that's it.
All